Bardzo serdecznie chciałabym Państwa zaprosić na nasz dzisiejszy webinar, który stanowi już czwartą część z cyklu naszych webinarów Novicom Budujemy efektywną cyberochronę. Dziś poruszymy temat połączenia z zewnętrznym nadzorem bezpieczeństwa SOC. I właśnie ja jestem reprezentantem handlowym producenta Novicom i jedynie z Państwem spędzę dziś kilka minut. Ponadto nasze spotkanie jest kontynuacją już trzech spotkań, które aktualnie mieliśmy w marcu, kwietniu, maju, gdzie mówiliśmy szczegółowo o naszych produktach. Mówiliśmy o Eliza Security Manager, mówiliśmy o Adnecie oraz o BVS-ie. I właśnie dziś będziemy mówić, nie skupiając się tylko i wyłącznie na naszych produktach, ale skupimy się również na stanie i usłudze SOC. Ponadto jeszcze tylko nadmienię, że w lipcu będziemy mieć ostatnie z naszych spotkań. Będą to zaawansowane polityki sieciowe i mikrosegmentacja, gdzie omówimy sobie zaawansowane zastosowanie Adnetu w zapobieganiu rozprzestrzeniania się oprogramowania ransomware. No i poza tym, tak jak wspomniałam, ze mną Państwo spędzą jedynie kilka minut, a następnie już w języku angielskim o takim przeglądzie usług SOC w Czechach opowie Państwu CEO Novicomu, Język, a następnie prezentować będzie dla Państwa Jiří Lokaj, który jest wiodącym analitykiem z SOC-u 365, naszym gościem, który opowie, jak właśnie w praktyce wygląda współpraca z nami oraz też opowie o swoim doświadczeniu w tworzeniu i prowadzeniu SOC-u. Na sam początek, ponieważ nie wszyscy Państwo nas znają, króciutko o samym Novicom. Novicom, który jest czeskim producentem rozwiązań sieciowych, specjalizujący się w zarządzaniu, monitorowaniu i bezpieczeństwie sieci. Ponadto, który odpowiada i skupia się na potrzebach średnich i dużych klientów, a przede wszystkim skupiamy się na klientach, którzy wymagają wysokiego poziomu bezpieczeństwa, zabezpieczenia swoich sieci. To, co nas wyróżnia na rynku, jest to po prostu to, że staramy się wraz z naszymi partnerami promować dostęp do aktywnego nadzoru bezpieczeństwa SOC i wspieramy to poprzez portfolio naszych unikalnych produktów wraz z ich unikalnym zastosowaniem. Ponadto warto jeszcze wspomnieć, że nie sprzedajemy bezpośrednio, sprzedajemy przez autoryzowane, przeszkolone sieci partnerskie, którą również taką mogą Państwo znaleźć w Polsce. I przechodząc już dalej, na poprzednich spotkaniach tu omawiałabym, w jaki sposób wspieramy budowę aktywnego SOC, jak wygląda nasza koncepcja cyberbezpieczeństwa, ale tutaj tylko podkreślę, że jeżeli Państwo są tym zainteresowani, proszę się do mnie zgłaszać, będę udostępniać nagrania z poprzednich spotkań, gdzie właśnie omawialiśmy, gdzie wpisują się rozwiązania Novicomu w sieć kliencką pomiędzy ochronie na końcówkach, ochronie na styku sieci z internetem oraz operującym SOC. Dalej również mówiliśmy o tym, że nie można zabezpieczyć organizacji tylko i wyłącznie in-house. Co to znaczy? To znaczy, że według nas najlepszym, optymalnym jest model współdzielony, czyli zabezpieczenie in-house oraz z pomocą zewnętrzną. I właśnie tutaj określamy taki funkcjonalny model bezpieczeństwa, który jesteśmy w stanie wprowadzić do organizacji w trybie przyspieszonym przy znacznych oszczędnościach. Już dalej idąc, w sumie podsumowując, przechodzimy do produktów Novicomu, gdzie po prostu bardzo w ogóle ogólnie mówiąc zarysuję i właśnie BVS. BVS jest to nasz produkt, który pozwala na przedstawienie, na wizualizację zasobów IT i ich komunikację, a przede wszystkim służy do wsparcia decyzji przy rozwiązywaniu incydentu. Znaczy to, że operator, który musi odłączyć skompromitowane urządzenie, będzie wiedział, jakie będą tego konsekwencje. Dalej mówiliśmy o Elizie, Eliza Security Manager, która właśnie służy do przechowywania długoterminowego i niezawodnego zbierania logów, ale również dzięki funkcji SIEM do korelowania danych i po prostu do zarządzania bezpieczeństwem. Oraz ostatni z naszych produktów, AdNet, który pozwala na taki właśnie w prosty sposób na zintegrowane zarządzanie usługami sieciowymi wraz z IP-em oraz na odpowiedź na incydent operatorowi dzięki funkcjonalnościowi NAC, kontroli dostępu do sieci. A co za tym jeszcze idzie, dzięki AdNetowi możecie zbierać dane z różnych źródeł. I tu właśnie pozwala to poprzez wsparcie dla zarządzania i monitorowania w sieciach dużych i rozproszonych i właśnie możecie zbierać dane z L2 Monitoring, z NetFlow, IPFix, Syslogu. I właśnie z mojej strony będzie to już wszystko i będziemy przechodzić do języka angielskiego. So from my side, that's all for now. I would like to invite you to the next part of the presentation. And thank you very much. So Indra, I would like you to hand over the presentation.
Okay. Thank you very much, Anna. I have to speak that I understand Polish. Ja rozumiem po polski, no nie mówię. To ja na angielskim będę. So my team is how to connect to security cloud. My vision is now not speak so much about the Novicom products, but about to give you some overview of our experience with SOC services in Czech Republic, which of course doesn't maybe make sense for you because we don't offer today any service, but maybe it will give you some idea how the SOC services are developing at some neighbor countries. Okay, who needs a SOC? The SOC, so Security Operations Service, is really coming today. We see it at many countries, and we have some experience in also in Slovakia, Vietnam. We know how it's going, how it's moving at Poland at the moment. But if you will look a little bit in detail, we see many drivers which are coming now. The one which is very major is legislative. Legislative, it's coming from the public, especially for the public administration, where we see the many reasons, which especially if they are including of some enlargement of critical IT systems. So there are some cybersecurity law at many countries. It's coming from common European legislative, and it's pushing the government and the local public administration to that area. We see it also at private organization, where we discuss at many countries about the legal liability of statutory members. So they are responsible for that. But on the other hand, we see some let's say conventional reasons, for example, competitive position. So many organizations couldn't afford to be hacked. According to it could happen that they will lose their customers. Of course, it's going hand by hand with credibility. We see the big problem also why to move to SOC is the lack of qualified resources. So many companies has big trouble to hire the right and qualified stock for this for the cybersecurity. And it's also generate the key question. So building of security in-house or to do it through shared services. At our last presentation, which I hope are available on the internet, you can see it again. We spoke about the cyber protection investment study. We see it that some consulting companies like Deloitte or some local Czech companies are providing these services with big achievement, and their goal is, let's say, calculate how much it will cost if they will, if the companies will go to building cybersecurity in-house, or on the other hand, how much it will cost if they will use like a shared service. Fine. If you will look a little bit to the, for example, Czech SOC service, so we have in public two big SOC providers. The first one is based on the NACIT, so National Communication Infrastructure, which is at area of Ministry of Interior, and another one is SPCCS, which provides the shared services at area of Ministry of Finance. They are limited and they couldn't provide this service to all government or local government organization. So they are also looking, this company, to go to the private area. And at this area is situation a little bit different. We recognize, and we have, we as a Novicom, we have some connection with many, let's say, players on the market, and we measure how they are going, their service complexity and incident response. I have to say that, let's say, half of them are Novicom partners, and they are, let's say, adopted our idea, which is coming from active incident response. So this is the picture which we presented before, so Anna presented to you. I have to say that most of the service providers, SOC providers, are not ready for the active cybersecurity. But we have some of them, for example, Novitech, which is Visitech SOC 365, which also will speak today, which has the completed stuff and completed, let's say, ability to do active incident response, which is for us as a Novicom, as a company who are, let's say, preparing the customers for the active SOC, really important. So you will see it on the presentation. Let's continue. If you will look and a little bit comment the SOC market, at the moment we estimated that the all SOC providers has capacity up to 750, but probably it is it's a little bit less. Why? Because each SOC providers are be calculated to let's say serve up to 50 customers in 15 SOC providers. Then we need that SOC service is estimated about 4,000 customers in next 5 years. It's a big number, and we as a Novicom, together with some of our partners, we make some market research which bring us the estimation that it will be 2,100 private organization and 1,900 public organization who would like to join the SOC service. The conclusion is that we see that in, let's say, 5 years, there will be demand to increase 5 times SOC capacity in Czech Republic. Of course, it will be necessary to find more than 2,000 professionals for SOC. And if you will look from another time, in case that this company will go to build only in-house cybersecurity, it will be 10 times more. So for these companies, it will be necessary in-house mode to find out the 20,000 security professionals, which approximately means 5 dedicated for one customer. But I have to say that these professionals are not on the market. And this is why the SOC is the only way. Fine. If you will look to scope of provisions and assumptions of responsibility, we see that many of SOC are just starting from NOC, so Network Operations Service, and they will, okay, we will also look to some cybersecurity tool. So we will offer it as a SOC, which by my private opinion it isn't SOC, but what they are providing Okay, at the moment, sorry, I have, okay, it's moving. So they are usually just only generating the basic incident over commercial detection source, such as, I don't know, Palo Alto, or some others. And after that, they are handing over for solutions to customers, though this entry-level SOCs will not provide the incident response. There are some other ones that they are interesting on advanced detection. They are using some advanced detection tools like Flowmon, Grey Cortex, and also some other which are on perimeter area, and they are using the SIEM tools. On higher, let's say, third level of, let's say, ability of SOCs, there are some SOCs who are starting providing incident response management. In fact, they are using advanced management of detection tools, which are supporting by specialist analysts, and they are starting with some knowledge base and ability to guide customers in case of incident response. There also provide some ability of, let's say, of the daily base or monthly base reporting. And finally, there are some active SOC who has possibility of full incident response management. In fact, they have ability to react in case of detected security threats on behalf of the customer. The key is they are sharing a tool which enabling a view into protected space and management network tools. And of course, they are providing some more know-how to their customer, especially advanced periodical reporting, including management summary and recommendation for continuous improvement of state art of cybersecurity, of cyber defense. Okay. Of course, the SOC providers, there have different views. One is a focus of the SOC. On one hand, there are some focus are really focus only to operate as a private SOC. So in fact, they are outsourcing of the cybersecurity capabilities instead of in-house security. And the other direction is really to have fully shared multi-tenancy SOC. Another one is who could be customer. On one hand, there are some SOCs which are focused only to top corporates, let's say to upper top 10% of the triangle of the customers, and another one they are focused only to the small companies, SME, which are able to pay some small amount of money. Then another vector is warranty. We know that only sufficient personal and technical background enabling to guarantee quality. We know that some SOCs doesn't provide the SLA warranty for incident response. And we know that there another way of focus is also time of SOC service provision. We know that some operators are not able to provide 24/7 operations. Maybe interesting for you should be the usual staffing in SOC. There are some key, let's say, positions. The first one is operators and administrators of the SOC, which are 8 to 12 person there. Very important and key is to have really high educated and well doing security analyst. And of course, if you want to have a top SOC, you need some architects and cybersecurity managers. This group of, let's say, high educated specialists need some other support, like somebody who will take care for them, who will help them with the operation technology, and so on. Then if you will look to the trends with building the SOCs, how we see the really big one is a detection and reaction automation. Of course, the big SOCs need to make some ability to work quickly in parallel over a large number of data sources. So it's bringing them necessity of using big data ability, especially for searching and analyzing above a large number of data. The really key is to operate as in multi-tenancy mode and to have ability of parallel working for more customers. Really key is maintaining of confidentiality of individual customer data. So to take care and don't mix their data, and also ability of effectivity share to knowledge gain to increase of security of all SOC customer. So in fact, if the SOC will realize in two customers' location that something is wrong, there should immediately apply to the rest of the customers which they have. And of course, integration and orchestration of SOC tools. So especially starting with advanced detection tools through the science to reaction tools. If what they are solving in current challenges in building an active SOC. So first one is the process of consequences of SOC. So especially area of incident process management, patch management, and some other related to IT processes. And another one is creating and improving of knowledge base. So especially to eliminate false positive incidents. Of course, it's also good to improve their possibility at area of asset management and connections. Implementation of sign tools for their using by SOC teams, especially creation of so-called playbooks, which could be really actual, and it could really help to creation or detection mechanisms for advanced investigation of attacks through their life cycle. Of course, ability to fast identification and isolation of infected device, and finally, to start think about, let's say, automation of detection and remediation capabilities. So it all is using so-called advanced next detection, next generation solution and their integration with sign tools. And we as a Novicom, we are really happy that our tools are fully fit to their needs. So ELISA, BDS, and ADDNet, it's really from detection to reaction way. Okay, at the moment, it's all from me because I'm not so important today as my colleague from Visitex SOC 365, Jiří Lochaj, who is a really expert, and he will now just talk something about their SOCs, how they are using, they are operating, and what is it SOC. So thank you very much, and please, Jiří, you can start.
Thank you. Okay, I will share my screen. Now you should see my screen. I'm happy to be here. It's very popular in Czech Republic to understand Polish, but not to be able to speak Polish. As Indra said, I'm in the same situation, but my wife is able to speak Polish. So maybe if there will be any customers from Poland, I will learn Polish. But my presentation is about good things, about doing cybersecurity in a good way. And what does it mean in a good way? It means that you are able to go home from your job every day in that time when you are supposed to go home. You don't have to be there longer. You don't have to solve some incident and challenges in the evenings and the nights. So we are partners of Novicom, and I'm happy for this partnership. We are Visitech, company which is well known in Czech Republic. This tech company consists of 36 employees, and we have one of our part is Security Operations Center. This is very autonomous part. It has some reason because Visitech is more than 20 years old, but Security Operations Center was founded in 2016. Actually, we provide services for 14 clients. These clients are from Czech Republic, but they have branch offices or head abroad. So we are ready to provide our services to clients from any country. What we do? The first of all, we have to monitor anything. Monitor what we recognize as important in your environment. We need information about every non-standard behavior. We have to know it before any accident. We have to be able to identify any component, any service. And this is important, to identify service and business service. If we have some alerts, we have to be able to recognize the most important alert. And if we have the most important alert, we have to be able to do some action. This is really important because we are not only observers, and your company is not a theater for us. We are partners, and this partnership must be strong. We have to know a lot about you, and we have to be able to do an actions. So this is all about monitoring. And in discussion with our new customers, we very often talk about the reason of Security Operations Center, what our new customers would like to know. Is it some, are there some events or incidents or improvements they need? And I don't think that this is a most important, or these are the most important questions today, because we have found it that we have some more important questions. And the more important question is that they are not looking for some event or incident or impact. They are looking for some colleagues, for some team members who will be able to help them. And I have some questions for you in this context. So please, can we share the first questions we have prepared? So my colleagues should here is the first question. Please tell me, how many overtime hours do you usually work per month? Because this is a question which we are able to solve if overtime hours are in a cybersecurity. Already we have 3 answers. I don't think we are only 6 people here. So. More and more, okay. You are very happy. There is the first answer very often. And the last one, that you don't count it, is also very often here. In Czech companies, it's usual that people responsible for cybersecurity are very long in their office. and they have to solve some unknown events and so on. And I don't think that this is something what we would like to do. We are here to solve your problems. Okay, thank you for your answer. These answers are not important for me, but maybe for you, because in this answer you are able to recognize if you need someone to help you with SOC or not. Okay. How we do it that we can save your time and also money, because time is money. Normally, when we have some new customer, they have many tools, cybersecurity tools. They have many sources of some cybersecurity data. And if there are some events and unusual states, they're trying to find something, but they don't know anything about the situation in that time when it is being when it is happening. And after situation, they are maybe able to make some decision, but it's not in the time of that incident. So we are helping with this filtering and validation of all security information. We are preparing some hypotheses, and we are helping you to be like a cybersecurity manager, because you have to be able to decide what to do. We need you. We have to cooperate with you, and or we must cooperate with you. And we need you in state of understanding, in state of understanding your infrastructure, your data, and situation. So our Security Operations Center is not about tools only, it's not about processes only, but in the first place, it's about persons. Security Operations Center is about persons who are in many roles, and the word processes, which is here, is not about some papers, it's about the relation. Processes are your processes, but also processes between you and me, between your company and my company, because we have to understand each other. And also there are some tools. Already you have also some tools. Maybe how many cybersecurity tools do you have in your company? Second question for you. I have the third question, which is similar, but not the same. The question before was about how many cybersecurity tools do you have? And now we are here, how many cybersecurity tools do you use? Okay, everyone who has answered to use more than 0 cybersecurity tools. That's great. That's great. And we are here to use your cybersecurity tools. How we use your cybersecurity tools in the way how your processes says, and we use them for data collection, analyzing, anomaly detection, responding to incidents, repair or remediation, and for reporting as well. We use your cybersecurity tools like drivers, because traditional view to cybersecurity industry is that we have some companies which provide a lot of cybersecurity tools, cybersecurity black box, and they sell it, and that's all. We don't sell any tool. Okay, if you would like to buy something from us, you can, but we don't sell normally any cybersecurity tool. That's the job of Novicom and their partners. We use them. And on the Czech market and European market as well, are not many companies who are able to use your tools like drivers. And why do we do it? We do it like a prevention of cybersecurity incident and prevention of operating failures as well. It's really important because these are fields of your IT operation are very close or in common. And if you have some operating failures, very soon it could be cyber incident. And if you have some cyber incident, it could change to operating failure very soon. How we do it? We have some layers of tools and of people. We have basic layer of primary tools, which could be ADTNet, which could be some BVS or another tools from Novicom or other vendors. Here you can see log management. It could be, for example, ELISA or QRadar or another, or SIEM like a QRadar, or which you are able to use. And on the top, we have analytical platform. And we are ready to connect every cybersecurity tool you have. This is the most important approach which we have. We are ready to connect every cybersecurity tool. How we do it? We do it through ETL tools, and we analyze big data from all of the tools, not only in SIEM, but also in tools like Click, which is normally used for economical data. It's a BI tool. So for us, it's important to use analytical approach, because only with analytical approach, we are ready to use your tools in proper way and to be able to do an action in your network. And for all of these tools, we need some special analysts, L1, L2, L3, and some SOC engineers. We have some aspects of security operation. Security is about quality, not only, but in the first place is about quality. And we have some metrics, and you should know about these metrics in every situation. If you will buy SOC from every vendor, be aware of these metrics. If there will be an event, the SOC should know about it. If there is not event, the SOC should not detect anything. And also, if there are some false positive or true negatives, it should be solved. You should be informed about it, but it's not a quality. There will be any false positive every time, but your SOC provider should be able to solve it, and to the rate of false positive should be smaller and smaller. Harmonization is something what we do very often in the beginning of our contracts, because there are some cybersecurity tools which are not in a good state, because there are some lines for alerts from factory settings which are high or really down. So we have some best practice how to set up your cybersecurity tools. But after that, if we have any offenses or alarms or what you want us to use, we have to investigate what this alarm or offense consists of. This is our job. This is our 24 hours per 7 days per 365 days per year job. We do it still, we do it continuously. What is normally very difficult in our harmonization process is this situation. I don't know if you speak Chinese. I don't know if you speak Czech. I don't speak English, I don't speak Chinese. And in the cybersecurity, we are in this situation that we have many many sources of flows, of many sources of logs, many sources of information. And every vendor of these sources may or speak their own language. Like we should communicate without English. It would be a Babylon. And in cybersecurity and IT, it's a normal situation that every source has their own syslog format and so on. So for us, it's very important to understand your sources and to set up it appropriately. We use very often flow analysis or some network analysis tools to set up some maps or business maps, but not only business maps, but flow and network maps as well, to understand what is your country or what is your company about, what are the systems there and what are your businesses there. Security is not only about quality. In the first place, quality is most important, but it is also process. And if you have some process, non-stop process, you need enough employees to run this process. How many employees for cybersecurity do you have? Please, I need question number 4. There are some companies with 0 employees focusing on cybersecurity, but in a major there are 1 or more employees. If you need 24/7 process, you need 4, 5 or more employees. We are here. I forgot to tell you that the background you are able to see is a real background from our SOC. And if you need if you need someone with some knowledge, you can take from the team in every time. So if you have 2 professionals, 1 professional, 4 professionals, I'm afraid they are not able to know everything they need to be in a safe state. Okay, so what is that process? Your employees are very clever. And I know that if there is a problem, they are able to find a solution. They are able, but in the evening or in the weekend, they are not with their families. They are not at home. They are at work, at job, and they are longer than it's normal. If we have some problem to solve, we are very quick. We do it still. We are able to do it very often. And that's the only reason why we are faster in problem solving than you, because we do it every day with a lot of our customers. It's about practicing. This is a diagram of our alarm solving, very, I would say, one of our diagrams. And if you go the longest way, it takes about 34 minutes. Yes, it could take 34 minutes to solve alarm. This is the worst way. The best way is about 5 or 6 minutes. And this is reality. If someone tells you that they are able to solve all offenses or alarms in 5 or 6 minutes, that's not true. I say for us, the worst is 34 minutes. The best is about 4, 5, 6 minutes. And the measure of our offenses or alarms are being solved in 5 or 6 minutes. Do you have SOAR? I don't have any other question for you in SOAR, but maybe you know SOAR. SOAR is very nice technology, but more than technology, it's an approach to security. SOAR is about orchestration and automatization. If you would like to do it, you have to be ready with your tools and with your people. How we do it? we extract your data by our ETL tools and use what not many companies use: mathematics, logics, statistics. It's called data science. Yes, and now it's normal to use it in economics and medicine and so on. Not every SOC provider use mathematics. It's not too cool, but we use it. And after that, we are able to set up some flows and some playbooks. Here is the workflow of our security operation center. So first of all, we have adaptation level. It took about 1 month. After that, we have a monitoring phase when we it's a routine phase. After that, we are able to get better your infrastructure to help you with security management. But we need your process framework. If we do not have information about your infrastructure, we are not able to provide you services. And after that, it's really important to make some improvements. Because if you have SOC like another black box or another service which is paid and because of your payment you are safe, no, that not works. We have some architects, some analysts who are able to communicate with you and to help you with improvements in your cybersecurity, in your IT infrastructure, and so on. Here you can see that process: adaptation, monitoring, security management. In some example, here was beginning of contract, adaptation, and the first improvement. Security is also about technologies, not only about technologies as well. We have connected a lot of technologies from our customers, and I'm proud of Novicom technologies like BVS, ADDNet, ELISA, and so on. But we have also another technologies. Maybe some of you have QRadar, ArcSight, Splunk. I don't have a logo of Splunk here. Doesn't matter. What we do with this tool is really every time the same, because we use these tools like some sensors, and we need some regulation for the sensors through some systems. So everything is about data, about context, and about people who use these tools and who set up some rules. Okay, and when we have your tools, we are able to set up a model of your data and of your company. It's really important to set up virtual model of your company, and after that, you are able to do some what-if analysis and data operations, which really help us to be very quickly in our alarm solving diagram. Security is also about analysis and analysts and about people. These people are our employees, our analysts. You can see that we don't have room for L1 analysts only, but we have also another rooms, and they are full of people. We have some roles, and this is the reason why we are not only some operation center, we are security intelligence operation center, and we have to use mathematics, logics. We have to be open for new, because with every new customer, we have some new tools, some new approaches, some new context. We don't have any products one fits all. We have products for every customer. And for our service is product for every customer. And the most important is trust. Trust between you and me, between your company and my company. So that's about people. And the last thing I would like to mention is that if you have these 4 things, that means processes, technology, analysis, these are 3 things. You need also knowledge. And after that, you are able to use these 4 aspects, not only for collecting data, but to have information, categorize them to business process, and after that, to do an action. Because in Czech Republic, to be honest, many of our customers, they would like to have tickets only and to be informed about some incident. But we have customers from heavy machinery and from some industry, machinery industry, which really needs their infrastructure to work. So, and with these customers, we are active SOC providers, so we are able to do an action. But we have to know about businesses. So we use some tools for business visibility, and we have to be able to change some network settings. So we need some components to change something in network and on perimeter and so on. So that's all from my side. I think I have run out of time. I have some other slides, but this was the most important what I wanted to say.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jiří. I catch here some few questions. Maybe I will ask you, who is your most important customer at the moment?
Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe Indra, you will help me with translation, because it's most important customer is Czech, a Czech company for oil and gas.
They're provided oil pipe.
Yes, oil pipes in Czech Republic. It's a state company, a government company, and it's a really huge company, one of the 15 biggest company in Czech Republic. And the second important is Czech Statistical Agency. They own all data of every Czech citizens. And the third, I would say, is Bonatrans, what is company in heavy machinery. They have branch offices in India and Germany, and this is a really good customer. So these are my most I like this customer most, and they are the biggest one.
Oh, thank you. By the way, you answered also second question, which was, does SOC 365 also have public administration customers? And because you spoke about the statistical bureau, so definitely yes. One question it's to Novicom. Does Novicom also cooperate with SOC providers outside of the Czech Republic? Yes, Novicom has also some SOC providers among its partners abroad, and especially in the area of Central Europe and Southeast Asia. But I have to say that many of its partners that specialize in some security solutions, and especially in science, are now considering build their own SOCs, because they know that this is the future. Okay, and the last question is to you, Jiří, to SOC 365. Which of Novicom's products is most beneficial to you as a SOC operator, if you can see?
Yeah, we know each other, Indra, 8 or 9 years, as I remember right. So the first product I have started to use was ADDNet. This is your oldest product, or one of the oldest product of Novicom. And that's why, maybe that's one of the reasons why we one of the most beneficial products from Novicom is ADDNet, because as I said, that's not important what is the cost of the product? The most important is how are you able to use the product, and we are able to use ADDNet very well. That's very native for us. So ADDNet is our favorite product, and we use it for network settings and enhancement in some aspects of network, especially in active SOC in the time when employees from our customers are not at a job.
Okay, so thank you very much, Jiří, for your answers, for great presentation. I really enjoyed it, and I hope also our Polish friends. I would like to say also Anna, that she make a nice introduction in Polish. I catch it. And if you will have any question to me or to Jiří, don't hesitate and call to us, send email, whatever. We will be in touch. And I hope that we will see you in our next webinar, which will come with the interesting theme, how to prevent ransomware attacks. Yes, because Novicom can also help you with that. So it's all from us, from Prague, Brno, and Warsaw at the moment. And I wish you all the best and have a nice day. Thank you very much.
Have a nice rest of the day. Goodbye.